welcome back to our show. We were just talking about targeting a job and really, being focused on that target. And that really also carries over to real estate. I mean, a lot of people maybe want to become an investor, but need to understand what the target is they are shooting for. Kalen Peters joined us, founder and owner of Kingston Real Estate, whose client base includes builders, investors, and individuals with an emphasis on residential homes. Kalen, how are you?
Great, Ben. Thanks for having me again.
My pleasure. People are out there, and a lot of potential home buyers get into that mindset of, I just want to buy a house, maybe similar to, as Kevin was talking about, people like, I just want to find a job, but neither of those seem to be a real successful way of going about it. A lot of people maybe need to dig a little bit deeper, peel back the onion a little in order to determine what they're really trying to accomplish. When you work with investors specifically, what does it take in order to maybe find a home that can be a good purchase for the equity, for the investor, for the money side of things?
Well, the first step, whether you're an investor that's looking to do a couple a month, or a home, normal home owner who's looking to supplement income and maybe do a couple a year, the biggest key, the biggest challenge is financing, and I think there's very limited resources with how to get financing to do these types of projects. So aside from having a good amount of cash to put down on basically private equity, what we really try to focus on is putting people together. So you might have a guy with that's handy and knows construction, and these guys are both doing this basically on their off time. So you might have a guy who's good at construction, good with his hands, understands how to manage contractors, but either he doesn't have any cash or his credit's bad, and then you put him together with a numbers guy who's got access to money or good credit. And, those are the guys, you get them together and you do a couple deals, and, they might break even or make a little bit on their first couple deals, but we help them put a system together. So after a while, they can really just go in. We help consult them. We help manage the process. They go in, they know exactly what they're looking for, what their bottom line is, and what the spread needs to be.
So then when you bring two people together, is there how do you do that? Is there a system by which you take...
There's usually some drinks involved.
Some drinks? As any good relationship starts.
Yeah, I swear to God, I wish I was born about 40 years ago. I think it would make my... 40 years ago, what am I talking about?
You're talking about like Mad Men style?
Yeah, 40 years ago. See, that's how young I really am, and I think I'm older, because 40 years ago, I'm like one of these guys over here,
Whoa. Well, I don't even know if they are 40 years old.
Oh, man, I don't know. I might be needing to put my foot in my mouth for a minute. No, so, what that usually entails is, that comes from our network straight up. We have a really wide network. And we know a lot of people. We have amazing contractors that we work with.
Any of them over the ripe age of 40, Kalen?
Oh, absolutely.
So when you find people who are willing to work together after a couple of drinks, what should they be looking for in that home? What are some of the main criteria that you have in order to help generate a good investment for people who maybe have not done this investment game before?
Yeah. Well, I think first you need to identify, what is the purpose? Are you looking to, have a property that you can fix up, hold as a rental that has equity in it? You're looking to fix it up and sell it for equity, or you're looking to move in? So I think what a lot of people out there are looking for, a lot of people that are probably listening fall into that category. Those people that are looking to do a couple a year, or looking to buy a deal to move into that has a lot of equity in it, those types of buyers really don't need the type of spread that, say, a builder that's looking to supplement his inventory with some rehab properties, or an investor looking for.
What do you mean by spread?
So the spread is the margin for what you're purchasing and what you're selling it for, and what the gap is. But
if you plan on keeping that house, you can buy it, put your money in, and then maybe still end up with some extra equity on top.
Yeah, right. And then if a builder and experienced investors' interests are going to be a lot different than a homeowner. A homeowner might be happy to make $10,000 on a house. on 1 or 2, 3 deals a year. That's $30,000-$40,000 that he doesn't have. For an investor or builder that's tying up a lot of their capital that could be doing different things, it's probably not worthwhile for that kind of a spread. So if you're a homeowner that's willing to get in there to make, let's say $10,000-$15,000 a deal, which, again, those are pretty tight numbers, but the competition starts to slim down quite a bit because you could start going after deals that there's not a lot of competition on. You're not having to get into as many bidding wars, and you can kind of take your time in the deal and really do a good feasibility study and those types of things.
So a lot of it has to do with kind of studying the market. Maybe it's the area, maybe it's the street or a floor plan, in order to determine if what you're trying to accomplish out of that home, whether it is to move into a nicer home and have a little equity, or to rehab it and flip it. I mean, is that specific house going to fit the needs and fit the bill for your goals?
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, that's, obviously that's where we come in. It seems like your mantra is bringing people in that do this stuff every day to help advise people
listened.
that don't. Yeah. Just that one time.
Yeah.
No, I just...
We're kind of a 40 and over, group exactly. around here. So
yeah, what's radio? I don't know. No, so no, I mean that's really where we come in.
We're on YouTube also. You young guys know about that.
I know all about YouTube. Yeah. You just got to put some kittens up here, and then you'll get a lot more views. All right, where are we going here? I don't know.
It really does, like you said, it's finding somebody who can help you do this, because you can Google things, you can listen to our show, you can go on people's websites. That doesn't necessarily make you an expert. It kind of gives you the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. I mean, see what we do. I mean, I am looking, and I'm not anything special. I mean, there's dozens of guys that are doing this exact same thing every day, and that's exactly why you need to consult a real estate professional if you're looking into getting into this, because we're looking at every single bank-owned transaction in the Puget Sound area, every single listing that comes up every single day, every single short sale comes up every single day. It doesn't matter if it's a $50,000 double wide or a $2.5 million foreclosed mansion that the bank doesn't even know what to do with. I mean, we look at everything every single day. So I mean, out of and it sounds like a lot, but out of, maybe 200 to 300 properties that come up on a given day, I mean, you might find 5 to 10 that look like they might be possibilities. Out of that 5 to 10, you might find 1 or 2 winners, and you're not the only guy that's been looking at that. Mm-hmm. So, unless you got that
frenzy,
time,
right? I mean, there's a lot of frenzy around these type of properties.
Exactly.
We've talked on our show about how even like shows like on HGTV have made this more popular, right? Because I'll go flip a house.
Yeah.
Who doesn't flip houses, on a daily basis? It's a 30-minute show on HGTV. Dang it!
Yeah, you can buy a book from Home Depot and you're good to go. You'll make $30,000 a month from here on out.
No kidding. I actually think there's an internet special. You just kind of log in and you can get some money from Nigeria.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I've gotten that too. You get the same guy?
I did. I got the same guy.
Yeah, his name's James, right?
James, and he needs a business partner.
Exactly.
It is nice to know that you do connect people with viable business partners. I think that can be such a big part of it because, as you said, some people tend to be maybe more on the numbers side. Some people are more on the maybe more on the construction side, and marrying those two people together can be a good, probably a better business decision than the guy in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Kalen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We do have to go to break. Again, that's Kalen Peters with Kingston Realty. We'll be right back after this break.